look on your phone. There's nothing else we're going to do. Just go home and start working on it. Hey, guys. Oh, my God. You guys. Hey. Okay. I brought you guys with me. If you're already going home, that's fine. We don't need to go. I just thought it was done this way.
It doesn't matter where I go.
Okay.
It's like
maybe across the highway?
Stop. Yeah, I'll just
What is that? Oh, it's a dealership. Hi, guys. I wanted to, because like I was talking to you guys earlier, and we were discussing all the things that was going on in our lives. Okay. So, you want to pull in there, and then I'll pull it up on your phone? I came live to tell you guys two things. I wanted to captivate you guys. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't. I just wanted to tell you guys this morning we talked about how things were going. Okay. I wanted to come live to say this weekend, everybody knows what happened with our stupid air conditioning unit. Okay. And then I was like, you know what? I got to just go live and be like, you guys, just listen. Hey, Bell. I wanted to tell you, what does it say? Hello, Mitten. Joe, we are going on a trip. Well, we came on a trip, my loves. This is what I wanted to tell you guys. We came to pick up the part because, remember, that was the problem. Oh, my God, Yvonne, you great, girl. We came. That was what we had to do. Joe called. We found a place. We got here. Listen to me.
6 months.
This is how good my Jesus is. Hey, is that Grateful? Hey, Grateful. Okay, I wanted to share this really fast. It's just a really quick live, you guys. We came. Joe got it over the weekend. You guys know the whole spiel. We had to do it. I wasn't sure. My whole thing with my stupid ship, whatever. I put the wrong account number, and my life was pretty much going like crap. To me, it felt like anyways. But I was like, y'all, you know what? We just got to be positive about this whole ordeal. We're going to trust and believe everything that's happening is for a reason, okay? Well, Joe went ahead and we did it. Okay, that's not important. We ordered it. Joe gave him the card number. They charged it. Hello, Meltdown. Okay, Joe goes in today and the guy goes, okay, they called. Hey, it's here. So we drive out here. We get here and they said, oh, last name? Joe says Joe. And then, he says his last name. Well, then he goes, oh, he added $75 to it. Hey, mama. Added $75 to it. And Joe's like, wait, what? I just paid for it on Saturday when it happened. And so I wanted to come live to tell you the Lord has us. Trust. He does. Trust. This little baby right there, Joe's going to go and make it happen. But that's not the important part. The important part is if Joe would not have done it over the weekend, they were going to charge him because apparently they were on back order for 6.5 months, they said. 6 months they were on back order. So it just so happened when it happened to us.
When I went in?
Joe wants to give you. Part? Okay, so Joe was like, hey, I'm here to pick up my part. They said, last name. Joe said it. And they said, okay. They're looking around. Everybody's looking around for it. And go ahead, Joey.
So he goes.
Joe's giving you a testimony. Sorry, I love giving not only a praise report, but just to let you know, like, we don't even know if this is going to work because we're claiming it. It is going to work. We ain't saying maybe. We're claiming it's working. Okay, go.
Yeah, I went in and I went to ask them if they had it, and they brought it out. And he goes, all right, that'll be $275. And I went, well, I just ordered it, and you guys took my credit card information and you took the money and you quoted me $194, and then it came out to $211 and some change. And he goes, no, they must have went up. And I said, well, you guys already took my money. And he goes, well, let's just see. These things were on back order for 6.5 months. So 6.5 months ago they were $194
plus tax.
And now they're $251 plus tax. And I went, well,
so he's trying to say 270 something.
Yeah, I go, well, I said, is there a receipt with my name on it? And they pulled out a receipt.
No, that's not what happened. They weren't pulling it out yet.
No.
He sends me a text and he says, hey, babe, did they take the money from our account?
Yeah, I want to make sure that they actually took the money.
And I was like, are you having a problem inside? Because homegirl's on her way in. And he's like, they're saying that the price is different, and I was like, blah, 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 blah.
I just want to make sure. If
This
they
is what
took it out,
Yvonne did.
that's
This is what Yvonne
a
did.
done deal.
I opened the door and I was like, how you doing, boys?
Yeah, if I wouldn't have paid for it online or over
well,
the phone,
if you wouldn't have paid for it
Yeah.
on that day
right?
and ordered it, that wasn't the important part. Joe had said, hey, he goes, I'll order them. And Joe's like, okay, well,
Let's just pay for it.
let's just pay for it, or do I wait to just stop out there
pay for it
and
right
then
now.
pay for it on the day I pick it up on Monday if they come in on Monday?
Right.
Because we didn't know if they were going to come in on Monday, Tuesday, or what. We were hoping for Monday. So
I just said.
so
let's
Joe's
do it
like,
now.
no, let's pay for it right now.
Yeah.
Let's get it done. Mind you, we're all thinking that the stupid thing from my stupid ship shoppers was going to come through. So
Right.
we're like, go for it. Okay.
If I
Wow.
wouldn't have done that,
If you wouldn't have done it,
they would have said, hey, "Sorry,
yes,
price changed."
Price changed because they were out of stock for
That's
6
true.
months.
It's right
The
there.
last time they had them in stock. What, Daddy?
251.
Yeah, they're not happy.
Plus
Plus tax. So then the guy, so I come in, I show him my Chase thing. I go, look at this.
Take it
No,
out.
no, it's paid for. The part's ours. Technically, you have to give us the damn part. No, I didn't say all that. I was just like, oh, you guys
Goes in
charge
your
us.
brain, though.
I know. I was being really, really nice because you get a lot further being nice. You do. You just go, oh, I'm sorry. There must be a misunderstanding. I mean, what I was thinking, what I was like, going in there, I'm going, oh no, baby. Oh, no, no, no. But hey, bar soap. But I mean, what are you going to do? First of all, we're going to get our way. But the only way you're going to get them to give you your way is you don't need to demean them, belittle them, and blah. You can just, oh, thank you, Daddy. You can talk very affirmatively that, no, that's not what's going to happen. You guys took our money, and there was actually a purchase deal. The only thing is you didn't have the part. That transaction happened days ago. That doesn't mean that now the part needs to be paid for. I paid for the part. You just have to come in on your goods, and I need to receive the part now. So, oh, sorry, baby.
It's all right.
So, you guys, I wanted to come live to tell you that the Lord's got your back, and be kind. You can still get your way and have that proven point. So, he said, okay, well then it's $211 because that's what they charge plus tax. So it comes out to $228. And I'm like, no, sir, that's not true. We paid for it. You can't, why would they do the subtotal to our account? They're not going to charge.
And then he asked for the
So then they wanted
since
us
you're
to
gonna
pay
get
the
it for-
difference
for-
of it.
For $211, that's plus tax.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
It's $223.
They wanted
or
us to
something.
pay the
It's like,
remainder.
no, you
So it
told
was going
me
to be
$194.
$228. And I was like, no. I go, well, what happened was they offered it at that time because it was on speakerphone. And they said, the total's this. Total price is $211.08. Out the door. Here's my credit card. Like, do you understand, sir? No, I didn't say that to him. I just was like, no, I think it was understood that was the total out the door price with tax and smiles and everything. And so you guys, they were a little, this is going back north.
Yes.
Are we going back home or are we going
Going
to
to wherever you want to go.
Daddy, to Panera?
Yeah.
You guys go get your Panera sippy drinks because they're free drinks. It's called a sip club. Anybody, I've told you guys on the Friday nights, it's called a sip club.
We've done it 3 times
We've done
already.
it like 3 or 4 times when we were in Michigan because there was one 2 minutes away from our son's house. So every time we went to the store, we'd go swing by and Joe gets a lemonade charge. Free. You guys hear me? Free. I gotta stop looking over there. Free. The drinks are free at Panera. You just have to download your app. Okay? So, anyways, you guys, I wanted to tell you because I told you this morning about how good he has our back. Like, I know we don't know if it, you know what, we trusted that the part when we ordered on Sunday or on Saturday was going to be here. We got it. We're going to go home. Joe's going to work on okay, you guys, we may have air and we may be live again tomorrow. Who knows? But you guys,
We'll see.
one, go to Panera. They're giving free drinks. You just have to download the app, and it's for 30 days or 60 days, one of those two. That's it. You do have to enter a credit card. They do ask you for a credit card, but it says charge 000. It's free. We've done it 5-6 times. We did it when we were staying up in Grand Rapids. We did it when we were in Holland, like 2 or 3. So maybe 4 drinks already. They don't charge us, you guys. Okay, I wanted to say all that to say, trust in Jesus. He worked it out for us. We're going to go back home. My husband's going to do a hardworking thing. If anybody didn't know, my husband did go to school for technical. So he does have an associate's degree in electronics. So we're going to put this man to work. He's a good guy.
It's only been 25 years.
It's only been 30 years. He'll be like, okay, maybe he needs to reboot.
Exactly. Like 32 years since I got my associate.
Don't say that. Oh, you're working on that, huh? Commandy, what did you say, mamacita? No, I'm not going to go full Karen on them, you guys. Karens do not get the things, let me tell ya. I know, but let me tell you, Commander, if they try to take $10 more from me or $20 more, I might have gone full Karen. I would have gone like this. Sir, I don't think this is going to end well for you because we did pay for it. And at this point, you're doing us a dirty deed by not giving it to us. And I don't think you want that for you. Why would you want a reputation of taking somebody's money and then changing the price on them, turning around to try to sell it for more? That's not a good look to have for you guys. Why would I ever shop here again? They did. They did try, but Yvonne was very like this. No Karens allowed. Karen hit the door. Oh wait, is that another? Okay, guys, so that was funny only for 2 reasons, okay? The reason it was funny was that, okay, y'all have heard our thing. We went on a cruise. We went to they served us a wrong room, or whatever that means. They assigned us the wrong room. We went in there, and we were like, how are me, Dusty, and Joe gonna sit? Because first of all, they don't have queen and all that unless you go up, and we got just a standard room, and it was supposed to be like the beds dropped from the ceiling, and then the ones on the floor were supposed to go together for me and Joe. So Dusty was going to be over one of us. It's weird to explain. But anyways, that's what we reserved. And we paid the X amount of money. I don't know, maybe $600 a person for it was a 10-day. Maybe, I don't know what it was. It was like maybe about $2,000. But it was for 10 days for 3 people. That's a really good deal. But we did it as a group package because one of the persons that went with us got numbers and got a group package. So it was going to be all of us, about 30 of us. And it was a seniors trip, but a lot of the parents were like, no, my daughter's not going alone. So that's why me and Joe went also. Hey, Marissa. Woo, woo. Okay, Madre. Look at Mom. Joe's going to work when we get home. I mean, not work, but he's going to try to do what he can do. So you guys.
It's only 100 degrees out.
I know it's only 100. Look at you guys. That's not funny. Joe's going to go and slave away in that. Everybody, please pray for my husband. He's still a viejito. No, Commander, that's not making threats. That's reminding him. It would be wrong of me to let him think that I'm still, anybody know how a Mexican woman's temper is? Okay. It would be wrong for me to not remind him things don't go well when you test a Latina. I mean, you test a Latina, I guarantee she's going to come out on the upper end of it. So I was just reminding him this ain't going to end well for you. I do the same thing for my husband. I wouldn't consider that me threatening him. I'm just reminding Joe it ain't going to end well for you. And so then Joe recounts what he was going to say, and he says it in a way that has bows and flowers and butterflies around it. Okay, guys, so back to my little. We were on the cruise. We opened the door, and our door was maybe 8 inches wide. It was like the size of your glove box. Imagine that. And then I opened the door. Oh, yes, girl. That is what I said. It was God.
I didn't believe that there wasn't a bed.
It was God. I know. We opened the door, and we're like,
whoa,
where's Destiny going to sleep? There's barely a bed for me and Joe to sleep on. And we're like, that's unique. So then I open the door, and I'm like, okay. So then everybody was all kind of in the same group because again, this was grouping. We all grouped our order, our tickets. So she comes like, "Hey, how do you like your room?" And I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up, girl?" I don't want to say her name, but if she was happened to be watching our live, she would know her name. And she's like, "Hey, how do you like your room?" And I was like, "Oh, dude, I talked like that. I know there were a bunch of like, we come from very snooty tooty little community, but I was still who I was. So I was like, dude, check this out. They didn't give us the right room, bro." And she's like, oh, where's Destiny gonna sleep? I'm like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Where's Destiny gonna sleep? So then she's like, go down there and you ream them. Like you go off on them.
This lady was
Joe,
serious.
she was.
She was serious.
So I was
'cause
like,
that's what she did to everybody
Joe.
all the time.
Joe, maybe she's listening.
I don't care.
So then I was like, oh, I don't know about that. And she goes, I'm telling you, if you ream it to them, they'll want to make up and they'll want to compensate you. So just go down there and just tell them, tell them they messed up on your room and you want to be compensated. And this is a bunch of boom. And I was like,
Holy
well then,
smokes.
okay. So me and Joe were like, well, let's go down and just talk to him. Just stay in the room or get dressed, whatever you're going to do, go do it. Get your little wristband, go get your little beverages and have a good time. We'll see you later on. She went with all of her girlfriends. There was about 9 girls, right, babe? Of the girls.
Yeah.
And then there was a group of people, like we were all in that bunch. Okay. So then, I'm not. Mom, stop it. So, you guys, listen to my damn story. So then I said, well, ma'am, I think something happened with our room. I think y'all put us in the wrong room. And then she's like, oh, yep, we have you in room 414. And I was like, yeah, I think that's the wrong room because the size of us is barely the size of your bed. So somehow we're supposed to fit this and one more on that same bed. And she's like, are you sure?
Yeah, we're supposed,
and then
she goes, it should have a fold down bed.
Yeah, she says it should have a bed that comes from the ceiling. And I was like, unless it dissolved into the wall, there ain't nothing that's popping out of that wall. And she goes, did you feel the wall and like pull it? And I was like, I said, come on, mama, let's go downstairs. And I mean, it's easier to, so I just said, come on, we'll go downstairs and we'll look at it together. Oh, Joey. So then we said, okay, yeah, blah, 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 blah. We went there, we found it, we figured it out. And he goes, oh, your room was this. And it on the website, it got bumped up to have like floor beds that come out of the wall. And so it's supposed to sleep 4 people based on the website. And you guys, it never got redone or whatever in the actual ship. And I was like, oh, okay, well, what does that mean for me? And then she's like, well, it doesn't mean anything really. And I go, oh, do you have a place for my daughter? Because the ship's like pulling away. And I was like, do you have a place for her? And so she's like, we can find a place. And I'm like, that doesn't sound very safe. You're going to find a place for her. Mind you, I have watched a lot of crimes things about people falling off the ship. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if we're going to get one of the rooms where somebody falls off on Friday. And by Saturday morning, we have that room assigned to somebody else. But I was like, oh, well, okay, well, what's going on? Long story short, they gave us some keys. And they go, your daughter can sleep in this cabin.
For tonight.
And I'm going, well, literally a whole separate floor. She was going to the 5th floor. Mind you, we were seeing water. Like, this is what it looked like for us. Water. Like, it was all blue. It was looked like that. Huh, Joe? Yeah. Out of our room, it looked like that. And we were like, oh, okay, well. I mean, it doesn't feel claustrophobic because you close your curtains, but I was like, it's just blue.
I don't think there was any.
Just blue. Like, it's just blue. Not the top of the water.
I don't think there was any window in there, babe.
You don't think? I think they all come with a room. They all come with a room.
It was pitch black in there when you shut the door with no lights on.
So you guys, we were like, so then she slid the key all slithery like this. Your daughter can sleep in this room for tonight. And I was like, okay. And okay, can you get a couple of your friends and do a little sleepover with all you girlfriends? That'll be great. And I thought Dusty would love it anyways. That was one plan. So then she said, if you want to come down tomorrow morning at 8:30, We will figure out what we're going to move
When
you
we go
to.
into
And,
port.
and we got to go into port because it was a 7-day, so they have to go to a next site. So the overnight, they were going to
See what
ship, they were going to
happens.
ship into the next port. And we're like, okay, we'll come down at 8 in the morning. She's like, okay, by 8:30 we'll have already deported departed, and we'll know where we're gonna put you. And I was like, oh, that sounds great, thank you. We start walking away, and she goes, you gotta really yell at them. They'll give you credits, and they'll give you this, and they'll give you excursions. You're not doing it right. I swear to you. Joe, am I lying?
She ain't lying, man.
She said, you're not doing it
And
right.
we seen evidence of her
Yes,
at work.
yes, she did. Okay,
Holy shit.
so I'm
Still
like,
taco on the beach.
Jones.
Man.
So,
Holy
wait, hold on.
moly.
So I'm like, well, I'm not gonna be like that. I mean, okay. While she's saying it, she's like, you gotta do this, and they're gonna do this, and you blah blah blah. So it was like she gave me a little training session for about
Oh yeah.
for about 10 minutes. She
wanted
gave
you
me a
to
training.
rip 'em a
She
new one.
really wanted me to. And so then we got done, and she left and went to her room, and me and Joe went to the room. And the first thing out of our mouth, we look at each other and we're like, no. We're not gonna do
She's
that.
Crazy.
We're not gonna do that. That's rude. That's rude. Like, not rude because it
was wasn't even.
was
like
inhumane to talk to a person.
It
the way
wasn't
she wanted
even
me
like
to talk.
at a like normal like yeah, she's a little rude or whatever. She
Yeah.
was like insanely
Yes.
rude.
Yes.
And it's like it
Yeah.
was nuts. It was like that is crazy.
She goes, you
Why-
got to get really ugly with them.
Yeah.
And then she goes,
Like you
because
said, we've seen
they
her
don't
get
want to
ugly,
make it
man.
right with you because they don't want bad reviews. And she just kept telling me that. So I just said, I'm not going to do that. Let me just say that I'm not. I didn't say that to her, but me and Joe were talking. I go, I'm not going to do that. That's bizarre. Wacko. Okay. So then I wasn't even a full discussion. Me and Joe were just kind of like, did you hear her?
It was
So then
insane.
we didn't tell nobody. We got up in the morning. We went to our room. And so then we went, sounds like my older sister.
Oh no.
We're not going to say it. Somebody said that.
Oh no.
So then the morning came. We went down there and we were like, hi, last name. And they go, oh, okay. And then I said our room that we were in. And they go, oh, there you go. And she like, again, they do it all slickly lickly. They go like this and they're like, "Yep," and they slide the key. And we had like a blue key because it was a Royal Caribbean. And it
Yeah,
was
this
just,
was the color of our key.
this was the color of our key, and it looked
then-
all janky like that.
Yeah, and then they give us something like this.
Like
they
two,
go,
get the black one and this
yeah.
one.
Oh yeah, the black one there.
It was like
And then they
something
go-
that was like this,
They go,
like-
oh, here you go.
and it was
They go,
thick,
and-
and it was a metal key,
and
not plastic.
The color goes by where you're at.
Your level, and it was silver, and she slid it, and then we were like, oh, okay.
Where in the hell is this?
Well, yeah, where's this? So we get on the elevator, and you
like
push
a-
the elevator, you put the key in, and it goes to the floor. Like, you didn't have to know what the floor number was. Your key takes you to the floor. We just knew the room number because she told us. Okay, so then we're walking, and again, the doors are like, bloop, like, well, let me show you guys. They were that size. See that? And we were like, instead of
It sure seemed like it.
instead of walking in like this, we had to walk in like this, sideways. And we went into the door, and we're like, and then we went straight like this. I'm not
Well,
lying.
then once you get in the room, it doesn't matter if it's pitch black in those little rooms. You can actually feel the bed, feel the toilet, and
You can
the
feel
door.
it around.
You
It's
can feel
just
the door behind
black.
you all at the same
Pitch
time.
black.
You don't
So-
even have to move.
There's bathroom like right here, like right when you walk in, the door to the bathroom's like right here, and then you walk about 5 feet, and
And it is
the bed's like right. It's a very
teeny
tight
shower,
quarters.
Like
Okay,
a teeny shower.
a stand-up shower.
Yeah,
That's
it's like-
okay. So let's move on. We go, and we're like little doors, little doors, little doors, and we're like, hey, we're on the 9th floor.
Yeah.
We were like floored,
There's
just
only
the
10.
floor. Yeah, there were only 10 floors. And the 10th was probably the one that behind us because we were at the end. So then we go, oh, the doors are tiny, tiny, tiny. And it's like,
Still,
okay,
this
we
number
didn't,
is not even close to these
yeah.
numbers.
And we didn't know what that meant, mind you. We didn't know a tiny door, what that meant. We thought everybody on the ship's doors are half the size of a human.
Yeah.
So then we get, and it goes, we went like this. Let me show you. We got to the
end
back of the boat,
hall.
and it went like this. And we curved, and then all of a sudden it was a space, and then there was a door that went from here. Okay, let's say this is the doors. It went from, that was one door, and that was the other door. And there was a handle like right here. and it was a French door opening, and we're like, whoa. I mean, there was literally only 4 rooms on the back. And I was like, oh, in my mind, I'm going, we're going to go all the way to the back and back
And
up the
into
front.
some little corner.
Into the sides again. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we
is
thought we were going to come around the other
come
side.
around the other side. I'm like,
Side,
oh man,
yeah.
we're going to have to walk all the way again.
Yeah.
So then we get to the back, and there's like one door.
And then, all of
And
a
then
sudden,
the second door, we're like,
and then it doubled. Then the door, actually, the double doors got wider.
wider.
And
They
then
weren't skinny double doors. They
And
were.
we went, and it's like, that's the
We
number.
slid the key in, and we opened
We
it, and we're
opened them
like, Holy Mary, Mother of Joseph.
We were on the very back of the boat of the ship.
Yes, you guys.
And it was a suite.
Yes.
We had a king-size bed. We had a pull-out couch.
It was a
We had
junior suite.
A full bath with
a couch,
full
a chair.
shower.
We had a patio off the back, sliding glass doors.
The patio off the back. It wasn't like just a window with
was
a
beautiful.
little, like where you could fit 2 chairs on it. It was a freaking
You
deck.
could put a patio
And
set
there was 2
and chairs.
lounge chairs. There
He's
was a
not
table
lying.
out there.
It was amazing.
And you could
Mind
see
you,
the
it
whole
was the
back
worst.
of the boat.
It
We
was
were
the
outside.
worst thing ever. It was a
The bad,
7
bad
days.
to the bone.
We did Cozumel, Costa Rica. What's on my Instagram? Cozumel,
that lady was
Costa
jealous as
Rica.
all get out.
Yeah. So, anyways, so we go in. We're like, oh my god, this is. And then we had anytime dining, which we did pay extra for anytime dining. It just meant we didn't have to eat at 4. We could eat at 7 or 4
And we
because
got
we
room
didn't know
service over
if
there.
we wanted it. We didn't know if we were going to come back early enough to eat at 4. So we did. And this was our pre-ideas. Hey, Sav, we wanted anytime dining because we wanted to be able to, if we came back early, we wanted to be able to eat. If we came back later, we wanted to
And we got,
rest.
like,
So because of the
this-
room, we also got to have room service.
Yeah.
They allowed us to call and have room service delivered.
Yeah. Instead of
So,
eating a sandwich in a little
yes.
dark cubicle, we were eating it out on the ocean views. With this deck was like at least 13 feet deep.
We didn't even need to go to the pool
And it was
downstairs
probably
because
9
we had our
feet
own
wide.
sun.
It was huge.
It was beautiful. But let me tell you, this is the jinx of it all. Now, after going on in that by freak, by God is good. Because we could have never, well, we probably would have and could have and all that.
It was probably triple the price.
It was. It was almost $9,500 for 3 of us. For Joe and I, it would have been $75. So would I ever? Now, yes, if Joe and I ever were well off enough again. But I said all that to say it was great, and the Lord had my back and our back. He looked out for us. I didn't need to be ugly. I didn't need to be facetious and gross and all that.
You can
He
go
was
into stories
taking
about
care
that,
of
maybe.
me. I mean, let me tell you, if anybody's been on a cruise, the center's open. So you can kind of hear what's going on the 4th floor, the 5th floor, and whatever floor you're on, you can hear it. It echoes. You guys, please know that when I say what I'm about to say to you, I don't say it with joy. It made me sad. It made us sad to hear it multiple times. Of this 7-day trip, we heard her yelling at
People-
different
oh,
different
yeah,
service
trying to get
counters,
deals.
bars. We heard, I swear to you, I'm not lying. We heard her screaming, and we would hear some. Was you could look over the edge and you could kind of see where, like, it's hard to explain, but you look over the railing and you can see what floor it's at. And the
Concierge.
service counter or the concierge was like on the 5th floor. So if we were up on the 6th or the somewhere, you could see
what's going
where
on.
the service counter is. And I go,
She was
I
screaming
said,
at them
Joe,
people.
she's back over there. Swear, dude.
She did that
Swear.
on the beach at one
Then
of the beaches.
yes. So
because
then
the
a
guy
lot
didn't
of
get
our
her a drink
a lot
fast
of our trips or excursions were done with a lot of our excursions were done as groups so we could get good group pricing. So we would get there.
Then we decided not to after
Yes,
that.
then after a while, I mean,
It was
me and
so
Joe were like,
embarrassing.
we didn't want to. Well, because the thing is that we went to one and they gave us a band. We had chairs in the resort, and it included your drinks and da 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 da. So we got there, and all of a sudden you hear Jose, Jose, like screaming
On the beach.
on the beach, and me and Joe are like,
What the hell's going
like,
on?
I was so, I
You ain't getting no tip from me.
Yes.
You gotta come over and make sure my drink never
Yes.
goes dry.
And then she
just
said,
went on
she
and
sips, she goes,
on.
this thing's water drowned.
You gotta-
How
you gotta-
long could it take you
Then
to
she
get
goes,
back?
you gotta talk
And
to these people just like that.
she goes, she did. She
They'll
looked
take
at us.
advantage of
She's
you.
like, you got to talk to him like that. That's the only way they do things right.
She
and
did
I'm
it on
like,
the bus too, and Belize.
you guys, let me just tell you.
Oh, my
and this has
God.
nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with race. Obviously, we were in Mexico and Cozumel. Listen,
She was a Karen before there were Karens.
the thing is, it's inhumane to speak to people.
She gave Karens a bad name.
Oh, stop. Girl, no. It was like day 3 or day 2, me and Joe are like, done. We are not.
Oh, yeah.
Take the ship, take the little, what was that little boat that would take us from the big boat to
tender.
the tender? We're like, tell them to take the tender. We'll take our own tender. We'll get on the boat later and do no.
Then we
I
go
was
by, and then she was
grossed
screaming at people
out.
making deals for her
Yes,
excursions and
yes.
stuff
And they go,
on the islands.
We're going, okay, so we're going to go into a
This is
zoo
bad.
that you could touch
We
all
just
the
kinda
animals.
kept walking.
And they were like, it's $5 a person. Okay?
No, they were asking for, it was 15, and she got a deal for 10, but she didn't want to pay 10, she wanted to pay 5
Yeah, they
for the
should've.
monkeys. And she said, I ain't paying no
Yes.
$10
She's
for
like-
a goddamn dirty monkeys and
Yes.
your shitty birds. And
Yes.
it's like, holy shit, lady.
I
In
went,
front of the whole people
there
that
was like
were,
a group of
yeah,
us
there's
30
probably
in our bus.
30 people.
And so she's like, we want it for cheaper. And I go like this. I grabbed $30. I go, we'll pay. Here you go.
We just want our ticket and go see monkeys.
It was rude. I didn't care about.
It was
I cared.
worse than rude.
Degrading them
Oh
was
yeah,
disgusting.
She was degrading them.
It
They
was.
were just. She was
And
just
then
so horrible.
when we were getting ready to leave, because we all had little what are they called? We all had golf carts. So everybody's piling in golf carts. Everybody's like, come on, let's go. And then all of a sudden we look, and the guy comes out that he needs somebody to sign for the final whatever. Well, it was all paid for with our thing, except for the food. All of our drinks were included, but the food. Somebody ordered nuggets or tenders or something. They got their nuggies. I'm sure they were cold and not good. They had to pay for it. And I'll be damned if the girl didn't get in here proudly and go, they can effing forget about their tip. They put a 0. And the guy was like, he looked down at the paper and he looked at the whole group of people that they waited on for 3 or 4 hours. They waited on, and they didn't even leave a tip.
Yeah, we gave him what
We went out there and we gave him $40, but like $40 doesn't cover 3 or 4 hours of running and then being degraded and embarrassed. And I just said, Joe, we're done. We'll stay in our room.
Yeah, she wasn't
Y'all
worried
go.
about it going, they're not going to get a tip or nothing.
Yeah.
She went right
She
to him and
was
said, you ain't
proud.
getting a effing tip.
She was
You
proud. Y'all
guys
don't
are
deserve it.
pussies."
My drink was watered down most of the time.
She
And
was horrible,
I just said,
horrible
Destiny,
person.
and even now we'll joke about it. I'll say, Destiny, bye, Bootsy. I said, Destiny, please don't ever
Be like that.
schedule us or a trip to go with that group again. Please. You know what? It was embarrassing, but I should have said more, other than I did a couple times go, I think it should be fine. And they wouldn't leave a tip. When you eat, you're supposed to tip, or they add $200 in addition. It's like $10 a day or $20 a day they add to your
some
bill.
things were included.
She
with
didn't
tip.
want it. She said she'll do it individually. She didn't want
Yeah.
it to be added to her bill. She wanted to tip individually, and you're not going to tell
Oh
me.
yeah, I forgot about that. She did that. She changed it so
This is what
it wasn't
I said
taken
all
out.
that story to
'Cause she
say.
didn't tip anybody.
The Lord blessed us without being ugly and facetious with our beautiful, beautiful room. Beautiful room.
I gotta work
Okay.
on that thing.
And he blessed us by going, hey, let's hold on. We paid for this. Let's look at this. I think it's supposed to be this. They charged us the wrong. You guys are already taking our money. So just remember, guys, the Lord has our back. We don't need to get extra filthy, ugly, and dirty. The Lord's got us. Like, there's no reason to be somebody that you're going to be embarrassed of. And if you wouldn't do that in front of your children, and you shouldn't do that in front of your children, because then your children will start talking to you like that. Your children will start asking you and treating you the way you treat people. So if you guys want your kids to be respectful to you, but then they see you pop off at the produce lady because they're out of strawberries, or they see you pop off at the cashier or the receptionist, guess what? Your kid, hey, Share Bear. Then guess what? More than likely, your kids are going to mimic what they see. The Lord's got our back. All we have to do is be good on our end. I love everybody. We're probably, again, not going to go live tonight because Joe's going to go slave away in the house. Just kidding. That's not funny. He's got to get it fixed for us. But in Jesus' name, he's going to be safe. If y'all can please pray for my husband's safety while he's up on the top of the damn RV, because Lord knows he's still 60, y'all. And it's 100 degrees. Please, in Jesus' name, I'll put a wet towel around him. I've gotten told from many of you guys, wet towel on his back of his neck. Thank you for all of us looking out. I appreciate everybody, everything that they did. I really, truly appreciate you guys being here. I just thank you guys. You guys are great people. You guys, it was a really sad day for me. And it was 2 years today that my daughter left and went to Budapest. And so it had me in my feels. Because I didn't know if she was gonna, I knew she was gonna graduate and stay and all that, but at the same time, I need your phone, Daddy, to order your drink. It's on the thing in it. Run. Okay, we love you guys. Here, come in. Bye, guys. We're getting our free drink. Shh. It's a drink for free at Panera. All you gotta do is part of the Sip Club. Do they have a picture so I can show them the Sip Club or not? Tap to order. Oh, look at you guys, watch. See at the bottom, right there? Unlimited Sip Club. Enjoy 2 months of free endless self-serve drinks. Everybody. Hey, Sav, be careful. Be safe. Look at guys. See right there? Free drinks. Claim the offer. We're claiming ours. That's all we're here to get is our free drink, but who cares? I love you guys all.
See ya.